Hi friends, welcome to your yoga class. My name is Maria and today I'm going to guide you through a short morning yoga flow. It's a full body stretch, but also will help you get energized to go on with the rest of your day. All you're going to need today is a mat or a large towel, and then blocks if you have them. They're not necessary, but they might help in a lot of the poses that we're going to try. So if you have them, go ahead and bring them along. The choice is yours when we get into each of them. Let's go ahead and get started. For this one, we're actually going to start on our back. So come onto your sitting bones or onto your sitting bones, bend your knees, gently come onto your elbows, and then come on to lay on your back. Feel free to keep your knees bent here if you'd like. This feels a little bit more comfortable for now, or extend your feet out directly in front of you for just a moment. Snuggle your shoulder blades underneath your heart space. And then take a moment to notice how your body is feeling today. Did you wake up sore in any areas? Are you feeling a little bit more tense or tight in others? Bringing your attention now to your breath. Slowly start to take big inhales into the low belly. As you exhale, maybe feel your ribs pressing into the earth, your ribs deflating, your chest deflating. Inhale, fill up like a balloon, and exhale, deflate like a balloon. One more time, big inhale in, big exhale out. And then if your knees are bent, straighten them, straighten your feet flat out towards the ground. And then you're gonna move your feet, both of them, keeping your hips exactly where they are. Just move your feet over towards the left side of the mat, and then cross your right foot over your left. Arms are going to reach back, and then take both arms and maybe your head over to the left side. Grab onto your right wrist with your left hand and use that to help pull that arm over towards the left side a little bit more. We're going to find a banana pose. Feeling a gentle stretch maybe through the right side body. Big inhale in, maybe expanding a little bit more through those side ribs. And then slowly come back to center. Uncross your feet and then move your feet over to the right side, cross left over right, and then your arms or your hands over to the right. Grabbing onto that left wrist, start to gently pull on your left side, or maybe reach your left fingertips towards the right a little bit more, finding a banana pose on the other side. Maybe breathing in a little bit more towards the left side ribs. And then slowly bring both feet back to center, both arms back to center. Stretch your arms back, reach your toes forward, big cat stretch. Stretch deeper than you have this entire week. Try to feel every single side muscle stretching, shoulder stretching, fingertips, toes, ankles, arms. And then relax. Bend your knees. And we're going to roll off to one side. Push yourself up with that top hand. And we're going to come into a seated position. Bring your hands out to either side. If you have blocks and you want to bring them to either side to maybe help lift the ground up a little bit, feel free to do that. Place your hand onto the left side, so pressing into the left side. Take your right arm up, fingertips reach up, big inhale. Big exhale to reach towards the left side. So right fingertips reaching towards the left side. And if your right arm is bent a little, see if you can straighten it out to reach towards the left side a little bit more. Big inhale in, and then take a big exhale out. Reach your arm back up towards the sky. Place that right arm beside you on the right side. Lift the left fingertips up. Big inhale. Big exhale to reach the fingertips towards the right side. Big side body stretch. And then lift the left fingertips up. Place the left ones down. Lift the right arm. Inhale. And the exhale takes you over. On your next inhale, back up. We're picking up the pace a little. Place that right hand down. Lift the left one up as you inhale. And then on the exhale, that's what takes you over to that side bend. Lift the left fingertips up, place the left fingertips down. This time, bring the right fingertips behind the back of your head. So we're kind of coming into this half wing on the right side. And then from here, we're just going to try to take that elbow towards the left inner elbow. And then lift the right elbow up again. And then right elbow to left elbow. And then lift up. One more time, left elbow, right elbow to left elbow. And then lift up. And then relax that hand onto the ground. We're going to take the other side, so take the left hand behind the back. Right hand comes onto the blocks. And we're going to take the left elbow towards the right elbow. And back up. Elbow to elbow. And back up. One more time. Elbow to elbow. And then back up. Beautiful. Relax both hands down by your sides. We're going to rock over our ankles and come onto a figure 4 and come into a tabletop position. Move the blocks out of the way just a little bit. Knee stacked underneath the hips, hands stacked underneath the shoulders. Start to drop the lower belly, lift the chest, take a big inhale, big exhale, cat pose, round through. Inhale, try to lift your chest up and in between your arms. Big exhale, round through, tuck the chin one more time. Big inhale, big exhale. Step your right foot back towards the back of the mat and then rock back and forth a little bit just to start to waken up that right leg, maybe stretch through the back of that right leg. And then option to stay here, return to stillness. Or option to lift that right heel up. Squeeze that right glute to help you lift it up. Another option to add a little bit more challenge is to lift that left arm up. We're coming into a balancing tabletop position. Big inhale, stay here. Big exhale, tuck your elbow in, tuck your knee in towards your chest and tuck your chin in. Coming into a cat pose variation. On your next inhale, reach everything out. Fingertips towards the front, toes towards the back. Exhale, tuck everything in. One more time, reach forward and back, and then tuck everything in. Drop your hands, returning tabletop position. Same thing on the other side, left foot back, rock back and forth a little bit. Option 2, lift that left heel, squeeze that left glute, and then the added option to lift that right arm. Maybe tuck the right toes under to grab onto the floor to find a little bit more balance here. And then on your inhale, you stay here. As you exhale, tuck and bring everything in. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, bring everything in. One more time. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, bring everything in. And then place your hand on the ground, right knee on the ground, tabletop position. Once again, step the right foot back, lift that right leg up. Option to extend the left arm forward. And then from here, option to lift that right heel, bend that right knee, your hand, palm faces outward, and circle it back towards that right heel. Doesn't have to touch. Stay here. Big inhale, big exhale. If you're looking for a little bit more, feel free to reach that right heel up towards the sky or to grab onto that foot if your body allows, and then try to lift everything up. We're finding a tiger pose. This is the tiger tail that you're holding on to. Big inhale in, big exhale out, relax everything towards the earth. Step the left foot back. Option to lift that left heel, squeeze that left glute to help. Right arm out in front, bend that left knee, and then option to take it up a little bit higher. Flip the palm of the right hand to face out, circle it back, and just reach for one big breath in, big breath out. On the next breath, option to actually grab onto that ankle or top of the foot and then try to reach it up a little bit more. Maybe you'll notice that your chest naturally opens forward. Big inhale in and exhale out. Gently release the foot. Place your hands back onto the ground, feet back onto the ground. Start to lift your right knee up, and then we're actually going to bring it out towards that right elbow, down towards the left knee, and back up. So we're finding a gentle circle with the right knee, hip circles on the right hip. Very slowly, controlled movement. Maybe imagine moving through honey as we do these little circles. Slow and controlled. And then once you get to your elbow again, we're going to reverse the circles. So bring it back towards the knee and then out towards the elbow and out. And then rest your right knee on the ground. Feel free to take a moment to roll out your wrist if you'd like. We've been on them for quite a bit. Maybe take a little bit of pressure off. I do also have a wrist video that I'll link up here if anyone wants to try it before or after, or even take a moment to pause and try that. But we'll meet right back in tabletop. Left leg out, bend the left knee, coming into that tiger tail pose. And we're going to circle the legs out towards the front 3 times. And then pause when you get to your elbow on the 3rd. And then reverse the circles. Imagine that you're moving through honey here. And then when you're done, you can place that left leg back onto the ground. Walk your hands back, stay on your knees, and tuck the back toes under. We're going to lift into a kneeling position. Feel free to even come horizontally or perpendicular to your mat. Right foot out. Place that right hand on the outside of that thigh. Lift the left hand up. And then we're going to slowly take those left fingertips towards the right side, stretching through the side body, finding a gate pose variation. You don't have to put too much pressure on your hands. It's just kind of here to support, but either hold on to your thigh or that shin. Lift that left arm up. And then if you have your block, go ahead and grab it. Place it on the outside of that left knee. And we're going to take the left arm to the left side. Right arm comes up and over this time, coming into a side angle variation. Big breath in, big breath out. Right fingertips reaching towards the left side, lift that right leg up, and then option to bend it back. From here, feel free to grab onto that right heel. Big inhale in and out, release your hand, bring your right foot straight out, and then back down. Gently push yourself off with your hand, your bottom hand. Bring your right knee in, and then extend your left foot out. Notice if that feels any different, if you find any sticky spots already. We're going to bring the left hand to the thigh, lift the right arm up, big inhale, big exhale. Take those right fingertips towards the left side. One more big breath in here. Big breath out and slowly lift yourself up with that top arm. Then once again, if you have your block that I did not move, we're going to bring it to the other side, place it beside your right knee, and then lift your left arm up and over, reaching your fingertips towards the right side. Big inhale in, big exhale out. Imagine a straight line of energy from your ankle all the way up to your left fingertips. Option to stay here or option to start to lift that right foot. Bring your arm straight up. And if you need to rest, feel free to bring that foot down. Option to bend that left knee, bring your heel towards your glute, and then option to grab onto the ankle or shin, and then try to extend the arms and legs back. Lift your chest. Big inhale in, big exhale, release. Very gently straighten out the leg and then place that left leg onto the ground. Gonna come out of it, return to a kneeling position, and then bring your blocks back behind you to the outsides of your feet. Your toes can be tucked under here. I'll remove this one just so you can see. Or they can be flat up against the earth. We're going to place our hands into our back pockets, imaginary back pockets. Bring the shoulders up, around, and back to open up the chest. Feel the shoulder blades pulling together back behind you, and then try to squeeze your elbows towards one another. Draw them towards one another. Start to squeeze your glutes. Shift Start to squeeze your glutes and then lean back very gently. Your neck can stay up. Big inhale in, big exhale out. If your thighs come back as you lean back, that's completely fine. Feel free to grab onto that block if it's in reach. And then once you're here, I'm gonna try to lift the chest up high, roll the shoulders up, around, and back once again. Squeeze your glutes to try to help send your hips a little bit more forward, elongating through the long back and opening up through the front thighs. One more big inhale in, big exhale out. Very gently bring your hands onto your hips. Slowly lift yourself up and then sit your hips onto your heels. We're gonna move the blocks over. Bring the knees together, tops of the feet touch the ground. Slowly walk your hands towards the front. Hips sink into your heels. And slowly rest your forehead onto the ground. Option to bring your arms back so that your hands are right by your feet. Allow your shoulders to round forward a little bit in this pose. And take a big inhale in through the nose. Big exhale out through the nose. Let go of all the air that's inside of you. One more big inhale in. Big exhale out. And as you exhale, maybe feel any tension that you might be holding in your shoulders or back, just releasing a little bit more with every exhale. Continue breathing here. Whenever you're ready, slowly bring your hands underneath your shoulders and slowly start to roll up. And this is where I will leave you. Feel free to move on with the rest of your day if you feel energized enough, awake enough after this flow. And if you don't, feel free to try another one of my morning flows. But hopefully this gives you just enough energy in just the perfect amount of time that you need. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up. Let me know how it went for you in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to stay updated with all new yoga classes coming out.